Fast am I, good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Parker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. Tonight we start by going to the north with Chris Drever.
Whistles through this old frozen railway car. I lost track some hours ago, though I know we've come so far. We're only going to the north to see our parents there. We'll always find a bed for us, though there is no space to spare. I can always find my own way home in the nighttime and the day. The cold wind concentrates the mind and blows the blues away. There's a star up in the north that can help you to get home. It's been at work since the very first day, from Kirkwall down to Rome. You can view things more clearly when you see them from afar. The little things, they get clearer the nearer that you are. Prisoners rowed across the sea, where now water drowns into sand. The same thing always calls me, that causes birds to land. There's a magnet in the north, you're never really gone. The lodestone, it can't help but spin, and it knows where you belong.
What you just heard there was the harp duet from the Scran album G's, which was released last year. Scran, of course, consists of some of the most talented young traditional musicians from the Isle of Man and is organised by Cultivan and led by Paul Rogers and David Kilgallen. Scran are very lucky to have not one but two talented harpists. They are Lucy Gilmore and Arabella Ain. And the tunes they played there were first of all Knox's Jig, written by Rachel Hare, and Poddy Classag, written by Peter Cubley. Scran are appearing at the Lorient Interceltic Festival later this month, which is very exciting, alongside, of course, many other Manx musicians and artists from across the Celtic world. And before that, you heard Chris Drever from Orkney with his song Going to the North, which was from his album If Wishes Were Horses from 2016. And I'm going to see Chris on Friday night at Saltburn Folk Festival. So I'll be going to the north, to an area where I grew up, in fact. And in the song he says, going to the north to see our parents, which is something I did for many years up to that area. Sounds like it's going to be a great weekend, lots of great artists on, and in fact the rest of tonight's show is all artists who are appearing at Saltburn Folk Festival this coming weekend. So next up, we have something by the Carrivick Sisters. Twin sisters Charlotte and Laura Carrivick have been making music together most of their lives. Their passion for American bluegrass and old time, combined with their love of stories and folklore, and the fact that they come from southwest England rather than the southern states of America, gives them a unique sound, characterised by skill and tasteful musicianship and tight harmonies. From their album Illustrated Short Stories, this is Sally in the Woods.
Sally in the woods. Moonlight falls mostly on her, something not quite off this earth. Sally in the woods. Drive slow, keep your eyes on the road. Drive slow, keep your eyes on the lookout for Sally in the woods. Surprise, Sally in the woods. So be careful how you go, better hope you'll never know. Sally in the woods. Drive slow, keep your eyes on the road. Drive slow, keep your eyes on the lookout for Sally in the woods.
Last week I played you a track by Iona Lane, but that was before I realised that she's on at Saltburn this coming weekend. I do hope I get the chance to go and see her. She has a new single out, and the title of that single is Sulvan, the name of that fantastic mountain in the northwest of Scotland. I've yet to climb it. It's definitely on my to-do list. Iona Lane and Sulvan.
I told my dad I'd climb that hill, but he said it was too big for me when I was a girl. And 20 miles along my life it shows how far into these boots I've grown. And I hate it halfway up this hill. Oh, I hate it halfway up this hill. It was my bright idea to be a part of this midge-ridden mess, a stowaway blister living in my boots, so I've had it with these pests. And I hate it halfway up this hill. Oh, I hate it halfway up this hill. Can't take it trampling on my will. You'll see me on top of this hill, the last stop before I turn around. Aches and pains and memories, but I'm still a child, anchored by the can to the ground. And I've struggled to realize now, struggle's the reason I'm found. 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 Halfway up this hill. Halfway up this hill. Halfway up this hill.
If I had another penny, I would have another jill. I would make the piper play the bonny lass of Biker Hill. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore.
The pitman and the keelman trim,
They drink bumble made from gin, then to dance they do begin to the tune of the Elsie Marley. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore. When first I went down to the dirt, I had no coat nor no pitcher, but now I've gotten 2 or 3 Walker pits done well by me. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore. Geordie Charlton, he had a pig, he hit it with a shovel and he danced a jig all the way to the Walker's Shore to the tune of the Elsie Marley. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore. Biker Hill and Walker's Shore, Collier lads forevermore.
Well, Well, that was the unmistakable sound of the Wilsons, the family of singers from Teesside, for whom the much overused phrase force of nature was probably invented. I wanted to play something for them, so I got hold of the Wilson Family album, which is an album released in 1991. And in the sleeve notes, I was interested to read that many of the songs were actually included in their first professional performance at the Top House Folk Club in Mask in 1979. Mask is just between Redcar and Saltburn, and the Top House Folk Club is actually the scene of my first public appearance as a solo singer and guitarist. Probably around about 1980, I would have thought. So just a year after the Wilsons appeared there for the first time. I think I did a Roy Harper song and a Neil Young song. Not all that folky at the time, but it went down well enough from what I remember. Jack Rutter's playing at Saltburn Folk Festival. He's a great singer, guitarist, bouzouki player from Yorkshire. This is his version of Hey John Barleycorn.
John Barleycorn is a hero bold as any in the land. For ages good his fame has stood and shall forever stand. The whole wide world respects him, no matter friend or foe. And where they be that makes too free, be sure to lay them low. Hey John Barleycorn, oh John Barleycorn, old and young thy praises sung. John Barleycorn. To see him in his pride of growth, his robes are rich and green. His head is speared with goodly beard, fit nigh to serve the Queen. And when the harvest time comes around and John is stricken down, he'll use his blood for England's good and Englishmen renown. Hey John Barleycorn, oh John Barleycorn, old and young thy praises sung. John Barleycorn. The lord in courtly castle, the squire in stately home, the great of name, of birth and fame, to John forsooketh come. He bids the troubled heart rejoice, gives warmth to nature's cold, makes weak men strong and old men young, and all men brave and bold. Hey John Barleycorn, oh John Barleycorn, old and young thy praises sung. John Barleycorn. Then shout for great John Barleycorn, don't heed the luscious vine. I have no mind much charm to find in a potent draught of wine. Give me my native nut brown ale, all other drinks I'll scorn. For English cheer is English beer, our own John Barleycorn. Hey John Barleycorn, oh John Barleycorn, old and young thy praises sung. John Barleycorn, hey John Barleycorn, oh John Barleycorn, old and young thy praises sung. John Barleycorn.
Jack Rutter there with Hey John Barleycorn. Now, the Carrivick Sisters are also appearing at Saltburn Folk Festival. Well, if I didn't say so already, everyone that I'm playing on this show is appearing there this coming weekend. The Carrivick Sisters, they are Rowan and Anna Carrivick, who grew up in the Peak District, surrounded by traditional music. They've got a new album coming out soon, so no doubt I'll play something from that in a future show, but this is from their 2020 album Receiver, The Yellow of the Flowers.
A steady flow of humans moves beyond the curtains of the windowsill they sit on, the yellow of the flowers. They hurry past the window, can't be late for school now, and the rain it's coming thicker in little lines of arrows in the darkest winter. A steady flow of humans moves beyond the curtains, can't be late for school now, the yellow of the flowers, the yellow of the flowers, the yellow of the flowers.
Now, I'm really looking forward to seeing Jez Lowe play this weekend. Jez, of course, is coming to the Institute to play on November the 8th this year. And tickets will be available very, very soon for that. Make sure you get them as soon as they come out. I think that's going to be a bit of a sellout gig, that one. I'll play a track from his The Ballad Beyond album, The Morpeth Olympics. That seems appropriate, doesn't it? And I'll follow that with a track by Will Pound and Jen Butterworth, two more people who've played at the Institute before and who are appearing at Saltburn this coming weekend. It'll be great to catch up with them again. So first of all, The Morpeth Olympics by Jez Lowe, then The Workout Suite by Will Pound and Jen Butterworth.
All this trouble's over overwhelmed me, and stress and strife befriended me. Darkness had descended to take me by the hand. I decided I should go forth from a world upon the warpath. I found myself in Morpeth, in fair Northumberland. The day been hot and sunny, and me being strapped for money. On a grassy bank so bonny, oh, I lay me down to sleep. I had the strangest dream of sorts concerning crowds, men of sports, clad in singlets and in shorts as far as the eye could see. Can you jump or can you wrestle, can you talk of war, or maybe want to wager or a bet? This is what the working man's been waiting for. The Morpeth Olympics, it's as good as it can get. Well, I wasn't paralytic, just maybe soporific, but the term Morpeth Olympics, it was one I'd never heard. I'd not seen it on the newsstands, on World of Sport or Grandstand, but the best event in all the land, that seemed to be the word. A fella selling pinochle from a stall he'd set up next to me said, ever since 1870 we've held these games. Well, we can't boast of medals galore, but for each Cramco and Corbett we've had men who wiped the floor with many's a well-known name. Can you jump or can you wrestle, can you talk of war, or maybe want to wager or a bet? This is what the working man's been waiting for. The Morpeth Olympics, it's as good as it can get. Now ancient Greeks around the Parthenon would run around with nothing on, and bits that never saw the sun would be in full display. That might well gild the lily, but in Morpeth it's too chilly to run round willy-nilly, I am very pleased to say. So to the Grangewood field assemble, men of size and men more nimble. The vista it resembled something truly Homeric. Then they announced the opening race, the Alistair Anderson steeplechase. Off they went at quite a pace, like horse muck off a stick. Can you jump or can you wrestle, can you talk of war, or maybe want to wager or a bet? This is what the working man's been waiting for. The Morpeth Olympics, it's as good as it can get. The next event, the pole vault, had shuddered to a sudden halt, when through someone's forgetful fault they'd got in quite a hole. No sooner started than it stopped, when some old lady in a strop came up to claim her clothes prop they were using for the pole. After much delay and debating, with the crowd stood standing waiting, and more deliberating, the tug of war it did begin. The umpire shouted, off you go. They tugged for half an hour or so, and tumbled down like dominoes when somebody broke wind. Can you jump or can you wrestle, can you talk of war, or maybe want to wager or a bet? This is what the working man's been waiting for. The Morpeth Olympics, it's as good as it can get. Well, myself, I am no athlete, but I was inspired to compete. I was up and on me feet to join the relay team. I was poised to give it all I've got for victory, or maybe not, when came the starter's pistol shot, and I woke up from me dream. It's many years since Morpeth saw crowds of thousands, maybe more. Sport is now a massive galore with millions in the sack. Ah, but ask me where I'd rather go, not to London, Tokyo, Sydney, San Francisco, but to Morpeth in a crack. Can you jump or can you wrestle, can you talk of war, or maybe want to wager or a bet? This is what the working man's been waiting for. The Morpeth Olympics, it's as good as it can get.
Phenomenal musicianship as you would expect from Will Pound and Jen Butterworth. Now, a band I played quite a few tracks from on this show is Holly and the Reivers, and I'm looking forward to seeing them at the weekend too. This is from their album Three Galleys, and it is in fact the Three Danish Galleys.
Sailing to Porlock side, storming our way, a new-wed bride who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no more. Then up did step the Danish king. There he would wed with a golden ring, who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no more. The bride she made answer her tears between, I never shall wed with a cowardly Dane, who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no more. Then out of the galley they tossed the bride, watched as she drowned in the cruel tide, who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no more. There came these small galleys to Porlock Bay. There they did fight for a night and a day, who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no more. The decks of the galleys with blood ran red. Every man of the Danes was dead, who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no Three galleys come sailing to Porlock side, storming our way, a new-wed bride, who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no more, who left my love lying dead on the shore. Sailing out and away, I never shall see my love no more.
There was a lady lived in York, all alone and aloney. A farmer's son came courting her down by the greenwood side, and he courted her for 7 long years, all alone and aloney, till she proved pregnant with child by him, down by the greenwood side. And she leaned herself against the oak, all alone and aloney, and first it bent and then it broke, down by the greenwood side. And she pitched herself against the thorn, all alone and aloney. There she had two sweet babes born, down by the greenwood side. And she pulled out her snow-white breast, all alone and aloney. She bid them suck, for it would be the last, down by the greenwood side. And she pulled down her long yellow hair, all alone and aloney. She tied it round their little feet and hands, down by the greenwood side. And she pulled out her sharp pocket knife, all alone and aloney. She pierced it through their tender hearts, down by the greenwood side. As she was sitting in her father's hall, all alone and aloney, she saw the babies playing at the fall, down by the greenwood side. Oh babies, if you were mine, all alone and aloney, I'd dress you all in the silk so fine, down by the greenwood side. Oh mother, when we were thine, all alone and aloney, you never dressed us in the coarse silk nor the fine, down by the greenwood side.
That was Steve Turner with The Cruel Mother. Steve's very keen to come and play at the Institute sometime next year, and I'm going to meet up with him at the weekend and have a chat about when we can organise that. Another band I've played recently on the show is Taryn. From their album Revel, this is Hardwood. Janice Burns and John Doran, an award-winning Anglo-Scottish duo who came together after discovering a shared love of traditional music and songs. Tight vocal harmonies and sensitive interplay between mandolin, bouzouki and guitar characterises their music. From their album No More the Green Hills, this is the Four Loom Weaver.
I'm a four-loom weaver, as many a one knows. I've now to eat and I've worn out my clothes. My clogs are both broken and stockings I've none. You'd scarce give me tuppence for all I've got on. Oh Billy, oh Benty kept telling me along we'd have better days if I held my tongue. Well, I've held my tongue till I near lost my breath, and I feel in my heart I'll soon climb to death. I'm a four-loom weaver, as many a one knows. I've now to eat and I've worn out my clothes. Billy's alright, well he never were clemmed, and he never picked her in his life. We held out for 6 weeks, thought each day was the last. We tarried and shifted till we were quite fast. We lived upon nettles while nettles were good, and Waterloo porridge was the best of our food. Our Margaret declared if she'd clothes to put on, she'd go up to London and see the great man. And if things didn't alter while there she had been, she swears she'd fight till there's blood up to thee. I'm a four-loom weaver, as many a one knows. I've now to eat and I've worn out my clothes. Stockings I've none, nor looms to weave on, and I've woven myself to far end.
Music happening here on the Isle of Man this week. There'll be the O'Donnell session on Wednesday night, starting around about 8:30. Also on Wednesday night at the Sailors' Shelter in Peel, there's Clash Vor with Callum Brew. That starts around about 8 p.m. Thursday night will be the Folk Club in Ramsey, and Friday night the Mitre in Ramsey for a session. The Sunday afternoon session is at the Thirsty Pigeon in Douglas from 1 till 4 p.m. Loads of great live music out there, go and support it. So just about everybody I've played tonight is playing at Saltburn Folk Festival this weekend, and I'm looking forward to going there, but there's no way I'm going to get round and see everybody that I've played in the show tonight. And there's lots more too that I haven't had time to fit in. Closing the festival are the Often Heard, a bluegrass band from the northeast of England. Their album's called Where the Big Lamp Shines, and this is Sycamore Gap, a place we all know a lot more about than we did before for rather sad reasons. As I'm away, I'm going to record next week's show early, and it'll be full of great folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. So I'll see you then.